Tony.
Yes.
Get out of my seat.
I'm sure you can see that that seat over there is vacant.
Tony, you're breaching my privilege by sitting on a seat reserved for me. Father, tell Tony to get out of my seat.
Elders of Mbanta.
Evry.
You're welcome. In the spirit of the Akwali festival we're about to celebrate, I welcome you to this palace.
I don't want you to set the table yet, but make sure that everything is ready, so that as soon as he comes out, he eats. Okay?
Yes, Your Majesty.
Mama, things are gradually getting out of hand. And in as much as I've always hated acknowledging it, everybody has a limit to what he can endure.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about the obvious but unnecessary rivalry that Tony is fostering between the two of us. Mama, he has taken it to the limits, and I won't tolerate it anymore.
Son, please, just calm down. What happened?
We got to the throne room, and Tony left his seat and sat on mine. I asked him to leave my seat, and he refused. When I called Father's attention to this, he ignored me and went on to address the others.
How could they? Why would your father do a thing like that?
They might not have an answer to that. Just as I would not be expected to give an answer to such question when I hit back at them.
Solomon, what's your problem?
Fire.
Fire.
Big fire. There's fire on the mountain.
There's an old saying. I refuse to run if I don't know whom or what's after me. Yes.
Wait. You think I'm joking, right? No, wait. You think this is a joke?
Solomon, this is a very, very dry joke. Did you see any laughter on my face?
Let me ask you. If Prince Anthony and Prince Collins officially decide to declare war among themselves in this palace, will you back one of them up, or will you on your own voluntarily decide to leave the palace?
Until they declare that war. Sometimes it seems to me like you are insane, like you've gone mad.
This has nothing to do with madness, oh.
You're mad, Solomon.
This is a very, very serious matter. As I'm talking to you right now, the throne room is boiling very high. Prince Collins has just declared war and had left the throne. So furious was his anger that when he was coming out of the room, I quickly had to abandon my duty post and took to my heels.
I'm very, very sure this is one of your jokes. This must be one of your silly jokes, Solomon.
Okay, no problem. Silly jokes, Abi. No wahala. But if it is a joke, go ahead and laugh. Laugh very well. Okay? But if it is not, my brother, you will know that I have never been more serious in my entire life.
So, where are you going to now?
Cover. Serious cover I'm going to take cover until this whole thing dies down completely. Yes. And if you don't want them or anybody to order you to beat up one prince or the other, you better do the same thing.
Your Royal Majesty, I'm suggesting we officially reach out to the neighboring towns to this Akwali festival.
I hope you have my support on that. It is a wonderful suggestion.
Thank you.
Your Majesty.
Yes.
My prince, elders of Mbanta, I greet you all. You see, when a people lose sight of where they are coming from, they become like proverbial man who doesn't know where rain started beating him, and will certainly not know where it will stop to beat him.
You are the true son of your father, Ogwejofo.
Thank you, Honora. Your Majesty, what I'm trying to say is that for the fact we remember and honor our heroes past, posterity will not fail to remember us. And we will continue Akwali Festival to remind us of the sacrifices that our past warriors made for this great kingdom. We have to continue with this Akwali Festival. Once again, I greet you all.
Nzogwejofo,
Your Majesty.
In fact, you spoke to the very depth of my heart. Yes, we will continue to build on the visions of the warriors of Mbanta. We will continue to foster peace and prosperity among our people. Yes, at this point in time, let us deliberate on how to make this year's Akwali Festival memorable.
Come in.
Brother. What is it? You don't look good at all.
Nothing to worry you.
I thought you were in the throne room with Father, but the guard I sent to check on you said you were not there. Whatever it is that made you left that place and kept you in this mood is something I should be worried about.
Mary, I'm not in the right frame of mind to discuss anything right now.
Can we talk about it later?
Maybe.
Fair enough. Immaculate is here to see you.
Oh. Let her in.
Alright. Excuse me.
Mother, I've come to personally report Colin's attitude.
Is the meeting over?
Yes, Mother. I just want to personally report to you to beg. But I'm talking to you and you're walking away. I can see I'm not important to you because I'm not Collins.
So because you want to report Collins to me, every other thing I have to do must be discarded, right?
Not exactly. But the truth is that I understand that I'm not your first son. But all the same, I need not remind you that I'm someone else's first son too.
Never ever talk to me in that manner. I am your mother. And Collins is my son too.
What did the king say about it?
Nothing.
Nothing?
Yeah.
How can something like that happen and the king will say nothing?
You know, this is not the first time that things like this happened and nothing was done about it. But this time, I'm going to make sure that something is done about this.
Oh, that's my man talking. Come here. I trust you. Well, in as much as I will allow you to use your discretion, always remember that as tiny little drops of water make an ocean, so will these tiny injustices against you build up a tsunami that could sweep you away.
Your Majesty, I do not have the authority to speak on the matter I'm about to go into. But as a childhood friend and a confidant, let me crave indulgence to speak freely.
Honora, this your formality can become quite annoying. It's not necessary. Talk to me. What is the problem?
Collins and Tony are both your children. Like we all know, the okra cannot grow more than a planter. I humbly suggest you do something about this feud between them.
Thank you. It's not as if I have not been doing something in that direction. But you know, boys will be boys. And some of them can be quite stubborn.
To we, their parents, they are the okra.
Yes. And we always try to bend them.
We all witnessed what happened here a while ago. And we all exclusively know that this seat belongs to Collins, who will take over from you when you join your ancestors.
Honora, thank you very much. You may go home now.
Igwe, you know these boys are capable of doing damaging mistakes. And you are the regent of...
Guards! Guards! Come and take this thing away from here!
I will leave.
How I hate to hear that word, Regent. How I hate it!
Anthony, why are you trying to create problems where there is none?
Now I'm a troublemaker, right? You just called me a troublemaker because I sat on the seat that is rightfully mine.
A seat reserved for only the first son of the family.
And may I ask, what is your definition of a first son? You're lost. Your definition of a first son, is it paternally or maternally?
I don't know what you're talking about. But I need you to know that you are creating problems where none ever existed. There is no gainsaying that Collins has been sitting on that chair since I can remember.
And I want you to also remember that I sit on that chair now, and so it shall be.
The prayer of every good father is for the son to be greater than him. I do not wish any less for your son.
Thank you, Father.
I want you to see whatever that is happening to you now, whatever that is happening around you now, as the premium price, as the highest price you must pay for where you're going. You know gold, don't you?
Yes, Father.
Gold is good. Gold is beautiful. Gold is unique. It is desirable. But gold must pass through fire in order to get to that desirous state. Same goes with you, son. I want you to know that I will never be alive. I will never live and allow anything that will come to you be given to another person. It will not happen. Do you understand me, son?
Yes, Father.
Good.
I'm very grateful, Father. Thank you very much.
Your Majesty, the Ezeonu is here to see you.
Nego-san, let me talk with Ezeonu.
Thank you, Your Highness.
I told the king that what his second son did at the palace was wrong. Instead of acting it up, calling Tony to order, he acted against me.
It's a lie.
He ordered me out of the palace.
It's a lie. Don't just tell me it happened.
I'm telling you, the king ordered me out of his palace.
Oburusie Gini. Gini na-eme ifenka. Why is he suddenly behaving as if he doesn't know that that throne belongs to Prince Collins? I didn't find it funny when I watched that young man walk away from all that important meeting, and the king pretended and behaved as if nothing happened. What is happening?
You can see that he has positioned that throne to Tony. Can't you see it?
I'm afraid. I am afraid that that man doesn't know the nature and the gravity of the problem that he is brewing in his family. He doesn't know anything.
Oh.
Your Majesty, the monkey that wants to eat palm fruit from the bunch will succeed, but not without a bloodied mouth, as the tongues will not spare it. Igwe. How much gunpowder do we have that we should continue trying to shoot down the moon?
I am the dog that refuses to settle for only the warmth of the fireplace because it had been denied the food that was cooked by that same fire.
Your Majesty, I am only the mouthpiece of the gods, and I have delivered the message they gave me.
Ezeonu, I have always believed that men like us have what it takes to put the slippery water yam in a mortar and pound it into thick pounded yam. Unless you want to tell me that you are no longer one of those men.
Your Majesty, I am Ezeonu, the demigod who pushes a man and tells him where to fall. I am that chief priest who takes meat from the mouth of a roaring lion and gives the same lion fan to fan me while I roast the meat.
Oh, Janamo! That's it. I know you. Even without saying it. Ezeonu, you don't need to tell me about yourself. I know. And that's why I wonder why the Ezeonu I know. Why a man of your caliber, a man that has defied all odds, cannot convince the gods that my son is both competent and qualified to succeed me.
Please tell Prince Collins I'm here to see him.
Oh, unfortunately, he's not around.
It's terrible what these network providers do. I tried several times to reach him on the phone, but I couldn't connect.
Well, the network has been crappy for a while now. Have you not noticed that you only receive calls? And even when you try to make a phone call, you keep dialing and it still won't connect.
The atrocities, the litany of the atrocities is unending. And we have a regulatory body that is supposed to... as if they are listening to what I'm saying. Do you have any idea when he's going to come back? Don't even start asking about him because you heard me coming. Miss Anthony, if it's your greeting you want to do next, please skip it. I don't know. Well, I intended to ask if you're all right. Did I just perceive a sign of sarcasm in what you just said now?
Anthony, what is wrong?
Sister, you want to know what is wrong? I'll tell you what is wrong. What is wrong is that I will not allow the smooth operator to deceive you like he's been deceiving Collins.
Anthony!
There's no need to be rude, Your Highness. I know you don't like me, but what? I really don't like it when cheap commoners get cheeky with me. What is it? That your Collins' friend does not give you the right to talk back at me. You hear me? Princess, tell Prince Collins that I came to check on him. Edmund, are you aware that my sister Mary is getting ready for marriage? Of course I know. Then, I don't want you, and I will not take it if your lying tongues come here to distract her. You hear me? Excuse me.
I'm so sorry. I'm really, really sorry. Please don't take whatever I said to heart.
It's alright. I understand.
And please, can you not tell Collins about this?
I will not tell him.
I thought he's just in a bad mood. He's not.
It's okay.
Thank you. Should I get you anything? Water?
No, don't bother yourself. I'm okay. I'm fine. Yeah, I'm fine.
Uncle Ibe, it's rather very unfortunate that things are the way they are now. I never bargained for the growing ill treatment I'm getting in that palace right now. I never bargained for it.
From all you told me, it's obvious that the king is scheming to deny you of what rightfully belongs to you.
But why would he do a thing like that? I was raised with the impression that I will be handed over the throne of Mbanta as soon as I come of age. Now I'm a graduate. I earn money and I'm capable of taking decisions and responsibilities as a man.
Prince Collins, I cannot say that I never imagined the possibility of Caesar denying you of your father's throne. Since he stopped people addressing him as a regent, but as a king, I knew that handing over to you will not be an easy thing.
You know, to be honest, I never had any problems with him sitting on that throne. But making it obvious to me that Tony will succeed him is one hard, bitter pill to swallow.
See, the people of Mbanta respect their custom and tradition, and they will never allow this to happen. Even if they do, your mother's people are no cowards.
Thank you very much, Uncle. I know I can always count on you.
You're always welcome.
How did you travel all the way from Mbanta to Benin Kingdom?
That is a story for another day. Now, Umeji continued to work in the palace of the then Oba of Benin. And when the white men began to set up schools, he was one of those that they sent to school.
Wow, that must be a great privilege for him to work in the Oba's palace.
Of course, he did very well in school. And because his brilliance outstanded the white man, he was eventually brought back home and was made a warrant chief.
Interesting! I've heard so much about warrant chiefs. I never knew we had a warrant chief in this house.
And a brilliant one at that. He was actually the person that carved out Mbanta from Obodogu. And because he understood and spoke the white man's language, he was revered. He ruled over Mbanta for 85 years. And when he eventually died, my late husband took over as the first son. But sadly, he died in his prime after I had Collins.
Must have been really hard for you then.
You cannot imagine what it was like for me. When I discovered that there were plans to kill Collins, I had no other choice than to marry your father. Then I had Tony and you.
The throne has always belonged to Collins. I really don't know why it's so difficult for Anthony to accept it.
The king is his biological father. and he believes he's the one to succeed him. My daughter, this is not our tradition. No sane mother will allow her 2 sons engage in a fight that a little bit of discretion will solve.
Vivian, it's not as if I am trying to push him into doing what he doesn't want to do. My problem with him is that he has allowed himself to be played for a very long time.
Emma, does that mean you don't like gentlemen?
Vivian, Collins is not even that kind of gentleman. It's just that he has allowed a lot of things to go over his head.
Were you not the same person that was telling me about how romantic your Collins is? So what's with the sudden change of perspective? What?
If things go the way he's telling me, he may lose out as the next king of Mbanta.
Emma, Mommy. So, this is what you girls intend to do today, eh?
Mommy, good morning, Mommy. I've had my bath. I'm just getting ready to go to work.
Getting ready to go to work? What about breakfast? Is your father going to go to work on an empty stomach?
No.
Eh?
No, I will go and prepare it.
You better do so.
I know you're not in a very good mood, but going without food is to the detriment of your health. You can't go on like this, brother. Please come, let's go and eat.
Mary, I don't know how else to tell you that I'm not hungry. It will be worth my going out there and picking my food in front of everybody. I may even spoil other people's appetite.
Your Highness, Edmond is here to see you.
Okay, tell him I'll join him soon.
Hello.
Good
morning. Sorry, this is a guy just came to inform Prince Collins you were around. Thought I should come remind you not.
Oh, come on. I promised you I was not going to breathe a word of what happened to Prince Collins.
Okay then. We're about to have breakfast. It won't be a bad idea if you join us.
Thanks. I will take a rain check on that.
You're sure?
Yeah.
Okay then. Praise the Lord.
Thank you.
Excuse me. He has a guest and will join us soon.
He would have eaten first before attending to the guest.
I need to say why I'm here before I lose the courage to say it.
Hey, you're getting me worried, man. What is it?
I need you to be very careful in whatever you do.
You have my attention. Come on, man. Come on, Ed, man. Tell me, what is it? Stop beating about the bush, man. Why? Tell me.
You were poisoned.
How? When? Where?
You need to calm down. You know, you were not poisoned, for real. It was just a dream I had. You know I don't joke with my dreams.
This is a tricky situation for me now. I am just in a very tricky situation now. So you're joking about my being poisoning is hardly what I want.
I just told you I don't joke with my dreams.
Okay. Tell me about it. That's right.
All right.
I heard you're taking a stance against what I intend to do for my son. I don't know why you have a problem with that. But I want you to understand.
You should do the right thing. Instead of pitting my two sons against each other.
Caroline, stay out of this. I am the head of this family. And it's in the best interest of this family that I'm taking this decision to go.
I get it. What did you say?
Mother, you were not listening to me. I was telling you about my life.
I was thinking about your life, Collins. No matter how much belief you have in what your friend told you, I want you to see it for what it is, a dream. No one can poison you in this house.
Poison? Mother, I heard that. Brother, who is trying to poison you?
Guess you heard wrong. Nothing to worry about.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah, I'm sure.
If you say so.
Your life is not in danger in this house. When your father died, everyone knew you were next in line. Those who were eyeing the throne wanted to kill you, but Caesar protected you. He will not allow anything happen to you here.
Father, what I'm saying is, in as much as Collins is not your son, he's your elder brother's son, and Anthony and I are yours, we are all your children. We come from the same mother.
Go ahead.
I want you to do everything you can to bring this looming feud between Collins and Anthony to an end.
Mary, I've heard you. See, I want you to realize that this issue is far above your comprehension and competence. It's a big one. Now, Mary, why don't you, get hold of issues and, matters that you can very easily come to grips with, that you can easily grasp.
I guess you're not happy I'm talking about this. I know I don't really know much about the culture and tradition of Mbanta Kingdom, but one thing I know for sure. As soon as a man becomes uncomfortable in his own house, accusing fingers will be pointed at everyone in the house.
Child, what are you talking about?
Father Collins is not your biological son. And should anything happen to him right now, Keeping a hold on the throne will be motive enough for the police to point their accusing fingers at you.
Mary, come on. I think you misunderstand the entire thing. Huh? You're not making any comprehensible meaning. Huh?
Collins does not feel safe in this house. He feels someone is trying to poison him.
What? Harry. In his own house? Oh, come on, Mary. In your own house? In my own house? Daughter mine, in our own house. How is that possible? Come on. Eh?
So Collins is safe?
Oh, come on, Mary. Perfectly safe. I don't know where you're getting all this, your spurious ideas from. Huh? This is Collins' very house. He's been part of family. He is family. Come on, daughter mine, look at me. Are you doubting it? Have you ever doubted it? Eh? Come on. That's right. That's right. Everything is all right. He is safe.
Okay, Father. I'll have to leave you now.
Okay.
I'll leave you now.
Truth and justice, a kingdom stands, but by lies it falls apart. Greed and jealousy, hatred and envy, only tears us apart, only breaks us down. A kingdom divided against itself cannot stand. Fighting each other, we are much stronger when we exist hand in hand, living in peace and love. A kingdom divided against itself cannot stand. Fighting each other.
Ishionora, I've thought about this issue over and over again, but one thing keeps coming. I've tried to ignore it, but I wouldn't.
Ogwejofo, go straight to the point.
What I'm saying is that I have refused to accept that His Majesty is planning to make Prince Anthony his successor without the support of Ezeonu.
How can you say a thing like that? Ezeonu cannot condescend so low and go against the tenets of this community.
My brother, nothing is impossible. Nothing.
Ogwejofo, Ezeonu, is he mad? He's the custodian of all we hold sacred. How can he be caught in such an outrageous act?
You are talking as if you have forgotten that when death wants to kill a dog, it will first of all make it mad.
And if death has marked Ezeonu, let him go against the laws of equity, fairness, and justice.
I hope I'm wrong. I just hope I'm wrong.
Choma, I heard the Queen nearly slapped his teeth off his mouth today. You don't say. I told you. This one is a new one on you. I mean, what could you have done to make the Queen so angry as to slap Prince Anthony? My dear, I'm really not sure, but I heard he sat on a seat reserved for Prince Collins. Why would he do a thing like that? So you just asked the person who set the seat for them, right? Sorry, it was one who asked questions. To know me. You just missed this one now. Hurry up, what you're doing. Let's get out. I hear you, madam. Hurry up.
There is a way things will be, and it will be evil of an elder like me to keep quiet. That is why I've come, so that we can talk.
Uncle, I don't think we'll have time to talk over what you are
You will have to hear me out, my son. It is with sadness that I received the news of what is going on between you and Collins in this house. Why must my nephews be fighting each other?
Uncle, I don't mean to be disrespectful, but I'm not fighting with anybody. I'm only asking for what is rightfully mine.
Collins is your elder brother. He is not only the first son of your father, but also the first son in this family.
And I need not remind you too that I'm also the first son of my father, or do you have a problem with that?
I don't have any problem with that. All I'm soliciting for is peaceful coexistence between you and your brother. Give him the respect he deserves, and I believe he will reciprocate.
Sir, and let me remind you, my father sits on the throne of Mbanta for now, and so it shall be until he finishes running his course here on earth, and the throne automatically comes back to me. I am nobody's slave.
What's going on? I just saw Tony walk out in anger.
Princess, I don't know what to tell you, but it's obvious all is not well.
Listen, it's, I used to think highly of you before, but
Your Highness, have I done anything wrong?
Nothing. But if you're not careful, something is going to go wrong very soon.
What are you talking about?
I'm oblivious of the fact that you're not aware that the marriage between you and my sister Mary is at the verge of falling through.
Your Highness, what is it that I need to know?
You know Edmund, my brother's mischievous friend?
Of course, I know Edmund.
I've come to the realization that Edmund did not come to this palace only to hang out with Collins, for he has an ulterior motive: to take Mary away from you.
Your Highness, are you serious about this?
I can't be joking with a matter as this serious.
In that case, I have to take everything very serious about this issue.
Good. And I need to let you know too that he has my brother's support, Collins, and that of my mom. So whatever you need to do, my advice for you is do it fast and good.
Your Highness, I'm very grateful. Thank you for the advice.
Excuse me.
My friend, this is a palace, not a refuse dump or an abandoned site. I want things put in order in this place.
Collins, let this be the first and last time you go around talking to people who will come here to give me unsolicited advice.
Excuse me? I would appreciate it if you step out of my sight this minute.
And if I don't get out of your sight, what will happen?
You will see the wrong side of me.
Oh, threatening me in my own father's house?
This is my house too.
No, this is not your father's house. And you don't have any right going around talking to people who have time to listen to your tale of woe.
Tony, be careful how you talk to me.
What if I don't? And let me tell you, as the future king of Mbanta, I have every right to talk to whoever I choose and in whatever manner I choose to talk to the person.
You know, you sure have an overrated view of yourself. But you will soon realize that it's your wrong choice trying to stand up to me.